Yeah, we've just got actually just 3 minutes until Dr. Arafat comes on. So yes, who's got a question for Mr. Juru? Who'd like to go first? Just quickly unmute yourself, say who you are, where you're calling from, and ask your question.
Mr. Juru, this is Tahir Salim, Regional Director.
No, you're not the regional director. You're a near regional vice president. Anyway, carry on, sir.
I just want to know, Mr. Juru, when does you plant the seed for attending an international event with a new person?
Okay. Right from the word go, you know, when we are shown the overview and with the new person, that is the time I want to emphasize on box number 8. So yeah, it talks about actually the training. It starts from that time.
Thank you, Mr. Juru. That answer.
My pleasure, sir. Thank you.
Right, who's next?
Hi, Jenny.
Yeah, Mr. Moyana, welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, mine is it's just to add on to what has been going on in terms of the internationals, because sometimes apart from I'm just going to learn new stuff. There is almost like you're going to other seminars. You are going to actually you are benchmarking your current knowledge and current practices with other people who will be saying the same thing, but maybe from different countries, different groups, and so on. So it's kind of cross-checking your current knowledge and how you do things as well. The other thing probably that I find very useful is you are internationalizing your business. What do I mean by that? It means that you meet with other people from other countries, etc. You are planting seeds in those, exchange cards, and therefore any other time that you actually need help, you got people all over as much as UK or beyond. So those are just my contributions. They're not questions, but just to say the international does that for you.
Thank you, Mr. Moyana. Absolutely. Thanks for your comments. Thank you.
Right. Any burning quick question? Right. Going on. Okay. So thank you, Mr. Juru, and thank you, JM, and thanks those who've and Mr. Salim and Mr. Moyana. Now moving on to the second half of our call.
Can I just make a comment, please, Jenny?
Of course.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Please, guys. I don't care whoever you are. Don't go to the toilet. Don't do anything. Don't breathe. The next subject is absolutely, oh my God, this is really the best of the very, very best that we're going to hear now in the second segment now from Dr. Arafat. Over to you, Jenny.
Thank you, Mr. Juru. So without further ado, let us bring on top producing regional vice president, Dr. Arafat Chugtai.
Hello, can you hear me, Jenny?
Loud and clear, sir. Yeah.
Wow, because I'm too technical now. I have headphone on my head. I have full equipment with me in front of me, and I have slides in front of me. And first of all, thank you very much. I was listening the testimonials. I was listening Professor Douglas Juru, and I was listening other leaders that they were sharing the great ideas and great testimonial and experience about ACN. And I can see today we have 50 plus leaders on this call, and I don't think so we have anyone who is guest. So now, but today I'm going to consider every single person, including myself, on this call as a guest. Why? Because the information that I'm going to give you and the experience I'm going to share with you, and someone definitely gonna have possibility to change their life, not only themselves, they're gonna have the possibility through this information to change other people's life. So that's why, because look, let me give you 20 seconds for every single person, and anyone who is on this call, please turn on your camera if you can. If you can't, no problem. But the most important is I want you to have pen and blank diary, blank the paper in front of you. So because I want you to write every single thing what I'm going to tell you. because sometime, even though you have slides and PowerPoint slides and every single thing, but you will not be able to understand. But why I'm telling you, because I learned this stuff from best of the best. Why I said best of the best? Because one of our mentor, my brother's mentor, which is Mr. Bash Buhari, we had a great conversation with this gentleman. He said, because the structure is so simple, every single person knows that what we need to do. We do two things, which is for phase one, which is customer acquisition company, and we have to have recruitment, and we need to have our own people in the business. And every single person is independent business owner. We don't need to wait for someone. That's okay. Everyone understood that. But why, if everyone understood this, that how come the people still stuck somewhere? And this is the reason I want you to have pen and paper in front of you, and I want you to straight away make notes. But if you have any question, please write it down on the corner on the same page, because so you will get answer during this call. Because the same training we have done yesterday in ETLs and above in Central London in Wesley Hotel. And I can tell you guys, because I have no idea how many people were there, but definitely less than this call. And imagine, because on this call, we are having 50 plus people, and those 50 plus going to be regional directors or anyone who is already regional director. So they're going to have their team regional director in their team. So imagine what's going to happen, because there is no possibility. You can become a regional director by yourself. There is no doubt. If you will have your own 600 customer points, you will be regional director. No one can stop you. But the question is over there, you cannot be regional vice president until you are not going to help someone within your team in order to achieve their regional director position. So that's the reason, is that somewhere we are bound to help other. So that's the businesses we are in. If we are not going to help other people to achieve their goals, we are not going to achieve what we deserve to to have in our life. So cutting long story short, I'm going to come on the point, and if you guys have any question, so straight away ask me. But now I'm going to give you some examples and the numbers. So if you will not understand, don't worry about that. I'm here. Even though you will ask me millions of questions, the whole idea is to not share this idea, share this experience to you just because of to tell you that how much I know. No. The whole idea is so every single person will have, look in the same time, because I want you to have a very sharp pin with you, and I want you to just pinch on your hand, so you would get idea that what I'm going to tell you. Because this is opportunity is not the only opportunity where we spend time. This is the opportunity where we are all to get together to make things happen, guys. So this is the reason that every single Sunday 10 o'clock we get together to share the idea, so you would get the idea what to do. Now imagine that every single person, including myself, brand new. What are the possibility in ACN? And I want you to talk in the same way. And don't forget that people are going to say what they are going to say. I want you to be professional, because we have most of the people already been in international event and they get trained by professionals. They get trained by co-founders. They get trained by COCs and SVPs and RVPs. They get trained from best of the best. But the question is over there, why we are not going to be best of the best? Why we are not going to have the attitude as a professional in ACN? We need to have the professional attitude, guys. And doesn't matter, because even though you are very good to people, one day the same people gonna have a blame game on you. I'm telling you. So I want you to be very straightforward as a leader. So you guys are leaders, and you guys need to speak very directly, very straightforward in consistency should be there. So you can straight away give the message. So now, because I don't know, because Jenny, please guide me if you will see the screen, because let me share. Can you see something? Anyone can see?
Yes, we can see you.
Okay, that's fine. So this guy is, by the way, my younger brother. Okay, it's not me; it's my duplicate. So first of all, guys, because this slide is a game plan of RD, and I can understand so many you guys are RD, but because my mentor told me, Arfat, you are not a real RD until you are not going to have someone within your team. So you are just RD by title. I will consider you a regional director when you will have at least one regional director within your team. And I was thinking about, wow, man, I'm not real one. Okay, I need to be real, so I need to help someone. And finally, I help someone to achieve the same position what I have been achieved. Now, come to the point. Number one, because we all know that in order to get paid maximum percentage, how many points we need 60 plus points. And nowadays, like first utility is 3 points, Very Sure is 4 points, and even Joy XXL tariff is giving us 3 points. So in this way, technically, if we will have even 20 services in one household, or 2 or 3 or 4 household, so we will complete our 60 customer points. It's not a big deal. Imagine that a few people said, oh, it was 14, now 16. Now very simple, because that was that time one service is equal to 2 points, so now it's 3 points or 4 points. So it's much easy to complete your 60 customer points. Number one. Number two, we all know that these are the positions that we have in ACN, from IBOs to CQ to ETL to RD. The only differences we need to understand in ETL and RD, the work gonna be the same, job gonna be the same, your effort gonna be the same, and your your work routine gonna be the same. The only difference is what? Not only 2 times, I would say more than 3 times your income gonna be increased by having exactly the same job. And don't ever put the title on your head that you are regional director now, because that's the key, that's the secret. If you are asking a number one secret in ACN, don't ever think that you are regional director or regional vice president or senior vice president. Be a person that just you need to have expectation, or you need to have perception in your mind that you are just started today, and now you are going to learn from someone. You are just starting today, you started today, and you are going to learn from someone. That's the perception and expectation you need to have. Okay, guys. Now, IBOs to CQ, very simple. Now, in month of February, the points are 5. Either you are going to have 5 points with 2 services or 3 services, but you need to complete your 5 points in order to be a CQ. And by the way, this offer is only in February. I don't know it's going to be in March or April or May or not, but in February, definitely, because we get official information from the company. Okay, guys. And your CQ or yourself, because I just mentioned that consider yourself that you are in the business and you are going to complete your 5 points, you're going to receive 75 pounds. But make sure that I don't want you to wait to complete, wait even 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or even 4 weeks to complete your 5 points. So as soon as possible, let's say first day. Okay. Now, what you need to do in order to get paid, as I said, 60% of points. So now we have a great bonus in this month, which is 5 services mix and match is 200 pounds, 10 services and 15 and 30. If I will ask you if 5 services allow you to receive 200 pounds, what is the answer for 10 services? Of course, 400. What is the answer for 15 services? Of course, 600. What is the answer for 30 service? 1,200 pounds. Now you tell me, because a lot of people are working in different fields. I'm not going to mention any department or organization, but a lot of people are working for just 1,200 pounds for someone day and night, every single day. They go there 9 to 9 or 9 to 5, whatever the case, in order to make 1,200 pounds, right? Now, if that is the case, if you will have the possibility and you have all the knowledge and information in order to just acquire 1 customer a day, and even though you will have possibility to receive 1,200 pounds, and by the way, in these services, I just count a Joy, which is not even, other services, only Joy service. So imagine you have 5 Joy services, so you will receive 200 pounds. If you have 30 Joy services in the month, you will have 1,200 pounds. Now imagine if you have mix and match, first utility, or Very Sure. I know a lot of people are, understanding nowadays the comp plan, that Very Sure is a great bonus, 150 for 1 customer, and first utility for every 6 customers allows you to receive 600 pounds. So that's okay. That's okay. But look, let's talk about the minimum what we had in the comp plan. Even though that's handsome, that's a awesome amount. Now, what is the first week that you need to do? Because including your complete your 5 points. So your whole idea is to complete your 10 contracts. And I don't care, you guys are going to have contract of Joy or First Utility or Very Sure or mix and match. But imagine you have 10 contracts, right? So what are you going to receive on first week? And of course, end of the day, you need to have 2 business partners. Guys, here is, I want you to make the notes. Number 1, in entire plan, you need to do 3 things. Number one, that you need to have, because why I said 10 contracts, because if anyone on this call want to be a regional director of ACN, so of course, it's not easy. It's not like, who everyone can do that, because of course you need to put effort, you need to put, I would say you need to do hard work, let's say. But imagine now, even though if you are going to become regional director as soon as possible within, let's say, even 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, but even though, because don't you think it's going to be worth it? Of course, yes. Why? Because it's a dream come true position. Why? Because you never be regional director of the company. If you guys are going to work even for day and night for someone, they will never make you director of the company. But here is the possibility. So 10 contract a week and 2 people from your side. And number 3, you need to teach these 2 people exactly the same thing what you have done. You are not going to teach, because you are not going to teach to these people what you haven't done, because you can teach only the formula of the plan is that you can teach only these 2 people within underneath you the thing that you have done. If you have done 1, I want you to teach to other people to complete your 1 point. Why? Because you have done 1. Because leaders never ever say the things they have never done. So leaders always do first and then they expect from others, right? So now, number 1, what is that? 10 contracts or 10 services, whatever the case, mix and match or Joy. Number 2, 2 people from your side first week, right? And number 3, you need to teach these 2 people what you have done. So now imagine if you have completed your 10 contracts, so you will receive £400 at least. And then because you have 2 CQs within your team, and of course you will receive £250. As I said, you are brand new IPO. And in this way, you will have at least £650. I can understand if you will give hypothetical example. If you have 10 customers of Very Sure, so they will have £1,500 and plus £400, so altogether is £1,900. But I just give you the idea on minimum basis. Okay, number 1. Number 2, because let's talk about what is your job in second week. Now in second week, as I said, that you need to do exactly the same thing what you have done in the first week, but additionally you just teach to other people. So far you have structure of 2 people in your underneath you. And of course, because you remember I told you exactly the same thing you need to do in next 4 weeks in order to make yourself regional director, right? So now, because what is your number 1 thing is you need to add your more services, which is, let's say 10 contracts. And even though if you have 1 service, 2 points, so your points are now, personal points are now 40 now on the second week. Because you have another 10 contracts, but in the same time, because you have 2 business partners from you again, so now you have 4 in different organizations, different legs. And in this way, what you will receive, so let's count. And in the same time, because these 2 people, first week people, they have 2 people in this week, in second week. And now let's count what you have done. So let's suppose you have done your 10 contracts, you will receive another £400. And now another 2 CQs underneath you, £250. And now so far you have 8 CQs, because 2 underneath them, so total 8 CQs in your team. And now in second week, so far you have made 650. So in this way, first week and second week, total amount you have received 1300 so far, right? Again, this is on minimum, right? Now, what is the possibility in third week? So as that you had already 8 people underneath you, right? Because 4 people from your side, and of course 4 people from your 2 people, right? So in this way, again in third week, you need to do exactly the same thing. So this time you have 60 points, and now you will get phase 1 activity, right? This is called phase 1 activity. So acquire customers and bring people from your side on board. So now you have total now 10 people underneath you. And of course, everyone needs to be qualified as soon as possible, right? So because of you have 10 people, and top of that, because these 2 people came from from this guy, and these 2 people came from this guy, and these 2 people came from your third IPO, which is your second level, and these 2 people came from this guy, and again 2. So now what will happen? So let's count what you have received. So far, first and second week, you received 1,300 pounds from ACN. And now 10 services, you have again received 400 pounds. So 2 CQs, 250. So altogether is again 650, right? And top of that, 750, which is fast start bonus, because you remember, if anyone is going to become executive team leader with 10 CQs, so they will receive 750 pounds from the company. So 16 CQ so far within your team, right? So every single person already, because I did not count your 10, I count after 10, which is 16. So now 16 CQs, CAB as an ETL is 60 times 16, so 960. So in this way, 2,360 pounds you're gonna receive on third week. So now in this way, on third week, you will receive 2,360. So altogether is 3,660, okay? So now this is just third week. Now imagine now, if these people came on your first level, and these people came on your second level, when they have their first level, so eventually you have 26 business partner, and you have, out of 26 business partner, only 6 people from you. And top of that, because you are teaching exactly the same thing to other people. Now imagine, you have 26 people in your team. If everyone got 10 contracts, and for you, for yourself is 30 contracts, but for others is only, just imagine, for 10 contracts, 10 services each. So now in this way, you will have 260 contracts. So let's count. On fourth week, you are going to wait for update. And then, because of update is coming in the system, because sometime in weekdays, sometime in Saturday, Sunday. So let's suppose you are going to have whole day to wait what you have done in 3 weeks, right? So total 26 CQ with 10 contracts each, 260 contracts. So it means at least 2 points means 520 points. Now, if you got some services which is having 3 points or 4 points, so of course you will complete your 600 points, including your 60 points. Because your personal points is 60. So in this way, if you will have 600 plus points, so you are what? Regional director. Now, and on top of that, because you have 10% residual income from your personal customers and waiting for other pending customer, which is within your team. So eventually on the fourth week, you will call regional director officially in ACN. Now, worst come worst scenario, maybe you guys are thinking about, oh, I'm in part-time in ACN, right? And I cannot do 10 services a week. And I cannot introduce 2 people a week. Guys, are you part-time in ACN, or your why is not good enough? If you are in part-time, or even you are partially, or you are quarter-time in ACN, if your why is strong, you know what is why? Because you're really crazy to be a regional director in ACN. And then you will not think about the part-time. You are not going to think about 10 services. You are not going to think about 2 people. And you are not going to think about to teach other people. Why? Because your why is so strong. I can tell you, if your why is not strong, the strategy is going to be waste of your time. It's never going to happen with this strategy. It depends on the reason that you are in ACN, why you are in ACN. You know, one of my mentors told me, if people are not able to do the things, remind them their reason why they started. Right, guys? So on the 4th week, you will be regional director. But I give, because maybe you guys are thinking about, oh, because Dr. Fahd gonna give a strategy of 90 days. Let me tell you the scenario. Even though the work I gave you, which is just 10 contracts, 2 people, and teach other people to do the same, even though you will be able, you are not able to do that in first week, in 1 week, maybe you will be able to do that in the whole month. It's okay. Even though you will be 90 days regional director, if you are very slow. But if you are going to take the whole work in 1 year, congratulations. Even though you will be regional director in 3 years. But if the work I gave you, 10 services and 2 people, even though you are going to do in 10 years, congratulations. You will be regional director in 30 years. But the question is, why not in 3 weeks? Why not in 3 months? Right? So this is the reason, guys, because I'm telling you the whole work is very simple. You need to just think about 10 services, 2 people, and teach other people do the same. And share the idea quickly, fast, and share the experience, what you have learned, and so they can understand the right terminology, guys. Okay, let me see the time. Yeah, we still have 7 minutes, right? So, and the example I gave you this, because just calculate, to give you idea, just calculate, if you will have 10 customers every single week of Very Sure, do you know what is the amount you're going to receive? By the way, not 3,000, not 3,660, because that's what is I showed you on the 3rd week, right? Not 3,000. Okay, let me show you that. You can easily, you can have triple amount, what I mentioned, right? Not 3,660, you will receive at least 12,000. Why? Because in Very Sure, we are not having £100 one customer or even £40 one customer. We are having 150 customer. Even though you have first utility, so averagely we have £100 for one customer. So imagine now, in order to complete your 60 points, which company is gonna give you money, man? It's never happened before. Day before yesterday, I have received one message from Greg Provenzano. I have never seen Mr. Provenzano that excited the way that he was, you know, sharing the information about the next gen, man. Why? Because he was so excited, because he said ACN first time, you know, pay out in the numbers, in the big numbers in next gen, because it never happened that anyone who is going to start business and they're gonna get paid even within a week, within 2 weeks, within first month. It's never happened before. So this is the only time, guys, we need to have momentum. We need to create momentum. We need to maintain momentum. We need to teach people. Eventually, we will have so many regional directors in our team. If I will ask you how many regional directors we need in order to be regional vice president, answer is 4. If I will ask you how many regional directors do you need in order to be a senior vice president, so you need what? 4, and then 4, and then 4. So you need 12 regional director. Eventually, within your 12 regional director, you will have 2 regional vice president. That's the strategy. So if I give you this strategy, if you are having ability to work with 12 people in one go, so you will have 12 regional director in 1 month, or maybe you will have 12 regional director in 90 days. Maybe you will have 12 regional director in 6 months or 1 year. I don't know. But the strategy in front of you guys. So now, because I can speak a lot in this strategy, but again, guys, if you have any questions, you can ask me straight away, because now is 4 to 5 minutes left, right? If you have any question regarding this, I'm happy to give you answer. But the system is very simple, because I hope you get the idea. So over to Jenny Aerosmith. If you have any questions, so ask me question.
Thank you so much, Dr. Arafat. So who's got a question? First question.
Me, Sukhvinder.
Yes, go on, Paji.
Dr. Afad, you told that there's a bonus for £200 for 5 services. Is it for the new IBO or for all the IBOs?
For existing IBOs, at the same time for the new IBOs as well.
All right, that's great.
The only difference is, because let me give you the technology, not technologies, what is called is technical thing. Now, look, number one, let's suppose if you are just started today, so you have from today 37 days in order to complete your 5 service, right? From today. So for you is no boundary. You are in February or you are going to touch March. For you, no boundary.
Okay.
But if you are existing IBO, you have condition that you have to have done 5 services in the month of February. You are not allowed to touch March. Is that okay, clear?
Right.
Okay, good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thanks, Gwinda. Right, next question.
Dr. Arafat. Can you hear me?
Oh,
yes, sir.
yeah. Susan. Susan, I think just beat you to Elijah.
Okay.
Yeah, go, Susan.
Yes, Dr. Arafat, I just wanted to find a big favor from you.
Yeah,
Can you send, is it possible for you to send that structure on my phone or maybe on WhatsApp so that I can see how I can maneuver myself from where I am right now?
100% I can send you, but there is a condition. Number one,
yes,
you
sir.
need to give me your 4 name, different organization.
Yeah.
Who is your next regional director in each organization?
Okay.
When I will receive 4 names from you, definitely I will send you PowerPoint slide straight away in your email.
Definitely, I'll do that. Dr. Arafat,
Thanks for that, Susan. That's a clue, everybody. All right, Mr. Mayana.
Same question.
Dr. Arafat, can I do that as well? Sorry.
Yes, 100% you need to give me 4 names.
Thank you.
Because I remember my mentor told me you are not regional director until you are going to help someone to get their regional director position. So 4 names, different, not in one row.
Thank you.
And I will confirm with professor, okay? So yes, 100% my sister, you will get it. Yes, Mr. Elijah.
Yeah, same question and same structure. Okay.
I need 4 names, sir.
Yeah.
So look, so technically, because I received another 12 new names for regional directors, right? So 4 from you, 4 from Sandra, and 4 from Susan, right? This is the way it works, guys. Nothing else. It's not rocket science. 10 services a week, 2 people a week, and teach other people to do the same. That's it. Not rocket science.
Hello, Dr. Arafat, it's Samuel. Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir. Regional director. Mr. Scotland or Mr. Redding?
Mr. Scotland.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. I think I would like to first say, express my sincerest gratitude to you for a wonderful job you've done tonight. It's phenomenal. I think you actually brought the comp plan and then you explained the formula and the trick, whatever you may call it, to achieve that. And it brings home the first time I saw you teach the comp plan in Master Roberts. That night it was a sleepless night for me, and I think for a strange reason this has rekindled that spirit in me again. So I would like to say thank you. I don't want to ask a question. I think
I appreciate, brother.
I just want to say thank you for reinventing
100%,
the wheels
guys.
again.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Imagine now 60 people on this call, man. If 60 people are going to have their 4 regional directors, including their, so imagine now 60 times by 4, oh my God, 480 regional directors. On top of that, you are going to have another 60, so 300 regional directors we can produce, guys, all together. If we are going to work on day and night together, work on, day in and day out.
That's awesome. What can I say? Anybody else got a question? We're actually just up on time, so Mr. Giroux?
Mine is not a question. I really take my hat off to Dr. Arafat. Guys, do you know what you're just giving it tonight? Do you really, really, really understand it? Yeah, here's my humble suggestion to everybody. You are all invited to actually record it, take some notes, go through it over and over until this becomes like falling off your tongue, literally. Come on, guys, we are all capable of doing this. Every single one of us. The only thing I hate about Dr. Arafat, he was actually born with a conversation plan in his hand. Okay, that's the one. So, guys, sincerely, thank you so much, Dr. Arafat. This is gold dust. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother, and thank you very much, every single person, and Mr. Douglas, because I can't wait to see every single person on this call, man, who's gonna be recognized one day by the co-founders and the regional director, guys. Come on, guys, I'm telling you, it's like peanut, because I have never seen, without any huge investment, without any premises, without any employees headache, without any risk, without any CCTV cameras, without any security guards, without any buying a big stock, that you will be having possibility to make money, guys. Come on, man. This is like crazy. The guy I was telling yesterday, because in order to be a qualified doctor, to put a doctor title with my name, it took me 8 years.
Oh my God.
8 years. And now, because doctor is DR and RD is RD. But RD is having more money. RD is having more money than the doctors, guys. Come on, guys. I'm telling you. Okay? Because the guy was asking me that how many certificates do you have? I said, I have many, but the one certificate is giving me more money, man. He said, what kind of certificate? I said, first utility certificate. First utility certificate is giving you more money, guys, because that's the certificate is allow you to make customers, man, without asking even a 1 penny from the customer. You just need to put the detail by the customer in order to have some points, and here you go, man. Come on, guys. Give me a break, man. Give me a break.
Can I just find out, is Asif on the line?
Yes.
Asif.
The Mr. Services.
Yeah. Asif.
Oh man,
yes, Mr. Juru.
Please, please, can you just share with us? You are the magic man. How are you managing all these points you're getting? Please, just 1 minute for you.
First and foremost, thank you very much. It's a great call. Thank you, Dr. Arafat, for sharing this. And I think the strategy couldn't have been made any simpler than how you've put it. And I just appreciate the number of people that are on the call that are ready to put this into action. With services, I think it's really important that, every day you have it on your mind that you're going to go out and help someone. You're going to go out and add value to their lives, and you're going to go out and, as Dr. Arafat says, you're just filling out a form. You're not asking for them to put their hands in their pockets, but what you're actually showing them is you're actually, you're thinking of them in your mind, you've got them in your heart, and you're actually doing them a favor by just going through the journey of finding out how they can save money and add more value to their lives. Part of the services, how it's been working for me is generally every day I know I want to get to 60 points. I want to clear that, because in my mind, if I help 10 people in my organization do the same, that's 600 points, and that's RD there. The more simpler you see it, the better it is for you. This is not very complicated. It couldn't be any simpler. If every day it's on your mind to go out and get customers, the founders put it in the most best ways possible. We are a customer acquisition company. If you want to have a lifestyle where you're earning residual income, if you have 0 customers, guess what? You won't get anything. The more customers you have, that's the true lifestyle you have. So with that in the back of your mind, it could take you 1 year, it could take you 2 years. It doesn't matter, folks. We're a customer acquisition company. So go out there, get that, but use what Dr. Arafat has shown us today as a guideline as to how you can get to the regional director position within 90 days. And I wish you all the best.
Asif, I just want to say a big thanks to you, bro. You are truly a customer acquisition king. You deserve that title, bro. So, thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Juru. Yep. So, with that, guys, I guess, and thank you, Asif. That was brilliant too. And everybody who's contributed on this call, special thanks to Dr. Arafat for bringing us that incredible plan. Just go out and let's do it. So have a great week, everybody. And we'll see you on the various calls and the training.
Jenny.
Yes.
let me add a last thing for this call. First of all, Asif, thank you very much, man, for nice and great words, man, because you are awesome leader, man. There's no doubt. And we feel blessed that to have you with us. So thank you very much, Asif. Okay, so guys, because the strategy is in front of you, I don't want you to sleep until you are not going to complete the work that you have the the capability. Because end of the day, because your destination of success is under your hand. Because end of the day, no one can stop you. Imagine now, even I cannot stop you, or your upline cannot stop you for this work. The whole idea is only one person can stop you, and that's you. That's you. No one can stop you, and no one can stop you to learn. No one can stop you to go in back office and have the great and real knowledge about the product and service that we are offering. No one can stop you for anything. The only person can stop you, that's you. Remember this. Remember this. And now, because I can tell you, if you are going to do this, and you will have a rapid success. And top of that, those people who are going to come underneath you, and those people do exactly the same thing what you have done. I'm telling you, because leaders always do first. Remember this, leaders always do first and then expect from others people, guys. So thank you very much. Over to Jenny Aerosmith. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Arafat, so much. It's been a great call this evening. So have a great week, everybody, and see you on the road. Bye now.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Bye. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Good night.